Welcome handsome boys and gorgeous girls to this 100 learning together. I am Jayashuti. I am going to explain the formula sheet of areas related to circles. Yeah, in this video we are going to in the flow of words which are related to areas or in the field of areas. Yeah, and particularly what is we are going to read the area of a circle. Let's step into the video. First term we are going to see is what is circle. Before defining the circle, I am going to explain a center, which is a fixed point. From this point, we are plotting all the points which are equidistant from the center, and that distance is termed as radius. This by joining all these points, we are able to have the shape called circle. And what is card? When I say it is a card, it is a line segment. What is called? It is a line segment and it is joined by 2 points on the circle, which is joined by 2 points on the circle. When I term diameter, card and diameter have a similarity that every diameter is a card, but not every card is a diameter. Diameter means it is a card, it is a line segment joined by 2 points and it passes through the center, which is passed through the center is termed as diameter. And what is radius? Radius is the equidistance from the center to all the points on the circle, or we can say it is half of diameter. What is it? Half of diameter, or diameter is equal to 2r. And what is semicircle? Semicircle means if a circle is divided into 2 parts. If I draw a circle and a diameter with cut into 2 equal parts, then each part is called semicircle. And when I talk about circumference, circumference means it's the boundary of a circle. What does it mean? It is a boundary of a circle. And a part of this boundary is termed as arc. And part of a term is arc. And what is pi? Pi is a irrational number which can be found by dividing circumference of a circle to the diameter of a circle, or 2r. Then we obtain a value of pi which is equal to 3.14, which is approximately equal. It is not exactly equal, it is approximately equal. When I talk about area, area is the surface or space occupied by a circle. Then what is concentric circles? When I talk about concentric circles, concentric means from the name I am just terming the words or defining the definition. Con means same and centric, it means center. This concentric circles are going to relate two circles which have same center. Then that two circles is termed as concentric circles. We have a real example for this concentric circles. Did anyone notice when we throw a stone or a bubbles on the water or a pond or a lake in a village, we will have noticed that this water makes a circle like surface on the water surface, which is concentric in circle, which is concentric in nature. That makes it is a real example for this concentric circles. And when I talk about sector of a circle, it means piece of cake. What does mean? Piece of cake. When I have a circle and I have an arc drawn to the center by radius, this separates the cake into sector, or it separates the circle in sector. The smaller part is called minor sector and the larger part is called major sector. And when I talk about segment of a circle, I have a card and an arc. When an arc cuts the circle in sector, the card cuts the circle in 2 parts called segments, where the smaller part is called minor segment and the larger part is called major segment. The card along with the arc is known as segment. Fine, we are just stepping into concepts. The concept we learned from the following terms are listed here. The first one is saying what? When I have a circle and I have a diameter, the angle made by this diameter on any of the points on the circle, let me have here or here, on all points on the circle will makes right angle. What makes? It makes right angle. This was listed in the first point. And the second point says, when I look into a clock, okay, when I look into a clock, for completing 1 hour, the minute hand will rotate almost and form a circle, right? Rotates and almost form a circle. And the degree made by this minute hour will be equal to 360. Will be equal to 360. Because the angle made in a circle is 360. Yeah, you are right. Then when we go for hour hand in 12 hours makes a single rotation, full complete circle, right? This circle makes 360 degree, which will be completed in 12 hours. When I step into formulas, the first one I'm dealing with is area of a circle. Area of a circle will be equal to pi r square. And using this formula, I'm able to get the area of a semicircle. Semicircle means a half part of circle. So the area of a semicircle will be half of the area of a circle, which is 1 by 2 pi r square. Right. Using sector, I can have an area of a circle. For example, this is an area. I am drawing a sector. This sector will make a complete rotation to cover all this circle area. So this sector makes a complete rotation and have an area of a circle, which is given by theta by 360 into pi r square, which gives what? Area of a sector. What it gives? Area of a sector. Then what is area of a minus segment? When I talk about this one, this area, it is given by this formula called pi r square theta by 360 minus 1 by 2 r square sin theta. Then what is major segment? If I know the minus segment, I am having the area, full area of a circle, and I am just subtracting this minus segment to have this major segment, which is given by this formula. And I am substituting area of a circle. I know the area of circle formula, which will be equal to pi r square. So area of a major segment is equal to pi r square minus this term. Fine. And if I take the circumference, just I need the length of this outer cover of a circle, which will be equal to 2 pi r, which will be equal to 2 pi r. And when I talk about semicircle, see, this is circle. When I talk about semicircle, the half part of this cover, which is equal to pi r plus this distance, which is what? Diameter. The diameter distance is given by 2r. So we are adding this baseline plus this outer cover of a semicircle. Next, we are moving on to the length of an arc. We have a sector and I need this length. This length will be r, this length will be r. And what is this length? How can I measure it? By using this formula. Theta by 360 into 2 pi r, because it's a part of circumference. So yeah, we are using circumference formula here. If it is a part of area, we are using area of a circle formula here. The only difference is if they are asking about the length, we have to substitute the circumference. If they are asking about area, we have to substitute the area formula here. And what is the perimeter of a sector? Perimeter means this total part. This one is length of an arc and this is plus r plus r. So 2r plus length of an arc gives the perimeter of a sector. And what is the length of a card? If I have a card, if it is not a diameter, I need, if it is diameter, we know that length is given by 2r. If it is not a diameter, then we have to have a formula, right? Which is given by 2r sin theta by 2. The distance moved by a wheel. Let me consider into a real life example of a car which has a wheel. Okay. The distance moved by a wheel in one rotation. I have a mark. It's like a wheel. I want to note the distance covered by this wheel if it makes a rotation or 360 degree. If it is rotated in 360 degree, what is the distance covered by this wheel? will be equal to the circumference of this wheel, will be equal to the length of this outer cover of the wheel. Fine. Next we talk about the area of a segment of a circle. Okay, if a segment, if a card, and we have already have a formula, that area of a segment formulas, but which can also be found in different ways. When I'm talking about a sector which have this card, fine. So this segment area will be given by separating the whole area of a sector with this triangle, corresponding triangles, which gives me the requiring segment area, which gives me what? Segment area, required segment areas. We come to the end of this video. Here you are going to see this all the terms, and you are able to see this video 2 or more times to make it memorize in your mind, and have a look for 2 or more times to make it so easier and clear for you. And I'm going to end this video. Thank you for this video and all the best for your exam.